They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Jones throwing after the interception. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Harry. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jones. This is caught. It's Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 8 coming up. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken. Past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
32-yard line.
2nd and 8. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Able to power through, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA. Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38, Jones. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Harris. Oh, good move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. This is Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Four yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Patriots 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see.
And now it's blocked. And the Patriots have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point safely through. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football, right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 24.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Third down, Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On third down, Burrow. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Touchdown! N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play?
look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make the big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's